Today, we bring you some amazing revolvers and handguns. Not to be rude, but you would be an idiot if you didn't own any of the 7 guns I'm about to discuss, because these guns are extremely versatile and would come in handy in any situation you find yourself in. Believe me. So stay tuned, because I also have a bonus gun that would blow your mind. Let's get started. Given its track record, Ruger's LCR deserves a spot among the best options for a snobby revolver. Ruger LCR 327 Federal Magnum Revolver in 1.87-inch matte black, 6 rounds, is packed with the newest technology advancements and features demanded by today's most demanding shooters. With a lightweight design, the small frame revolver has a smooth trigger and a manageably modest amount of recoil. The 327 LCR revolver is a double-action only firearm with a hammer tucked inside the frame. A polymer fire control housing helps minimize recoil, greatly saves weight, and retains all fire control components in the right dimensional relationships. With an optimized cam that produces a smooth trigger pull, the friction-reducing cam is the next-generation design in fire control systems. The monolithic frame is built of blackened stainless steel 400 series. The rear sight is an incorporated U-notch, while the front is a replaceable pinned ramp. That 327 Federal Magnum is such a great chambering for a carry pistol is twofold, and it has nothing to do with the cartridge. The first factor, as we indicated previously, is 6 shots. It may not appear to be much, but it increases a little revolver's bad guy shooting capability by 20%. The second justification is that revolvers that can shoot 32 S&W, 32 S&W long, and 32 HR Magnum can fire 327 Federal Magnum. The Tourist Tracker family of revolvers is tough, dependable, and made to take whatever you throw at it. The Tourist Tracker 627 SS4 357 Magnum revolver has a matte finish on stainless steel construction. The compact frame size of this double and single action handgun has Tourist security system. Tourist Revolver 627 series. Every hunting trip is well suited by the Tourist Tracker family's range of calibers and sizes. These tough, robust revolvers, chambered in anything from 17 HMR to 22 LR to 44 Magnum, a sensible option for backpacks and tackle boxes, especially where bears and other predators are present. Due to its high accuracy, rock-solid performance, and nearly indestructible build, the Tracker series continues to gain popularity. It is also quite pleasant to shoot and manage. Security and defense professionals like the Tourist 357. The Tourist 357 is a 6-round, medium-sized revolver with ergonomic grips, fixed sights, and a double or single-action trigger chambered for 38 Special plus P or 357 Magnum. The Tourist 357 is a terrific pick, whether you're looking for the ideal home defense revolver or another good addition to your collection. The versatile Pathfinder from Charter comes in 22 LR and 22 Magnum calibers, and is a superb low-recoil revolver for beginners or anybody who needs one. You can practice using the relatively cheap 22 ammunition because it has the same weight, feel, and appearance as a larger caliber revolver. The 22 Pathfinder can transform a few tin cans into a day of fun. The walnut handles on the Charter Arms Pathfinder are a nice size to provide a strong grip, a trait usually overlooked in this caliber. The frame of the Pathfinder is made of solid steel, which is another appealing feature. Every 6 chambers have a counterbore, and the ejector rod is long enough to shove the empty cases far away from the cylinder face. In contrast to the single-action release, which requires 3 to 4 pounds of pressure to deactivate, the double-action trigger pull is light and smooth. The gun fires using a floating firing pin and transfer bar mechanism, which ensures that the trigger must be pushed appropriately for the hammer to make contact with the firing pin. Although the Charter Arms Pathfinder revolver cylinders are not interchangeable, they are available in either 22 LR or 22 WMRF. Of course, the 22 RF variants will shoot 22 long and 22 short equally effectively. At 25 yards, any chambering produces flawlessly accurate 1.5-inch groupings. A highly effective and trustworthy weapon is the Pathfinder revolver. The enclosed hammer and alloy stainless steel construction of this compact Smith & Wesson Model 642 38 Special plus P revolver with a Centennial-style frame distinguish it. The revolver can hold 5 rounds, and features a fixed rear and integrated front sight. The Smith & Wesson 642 is without a doubt designed for self-defense. The design of revolvers is peculiar. In terms of concealed carry, its form is more conducive to concealment. The Smith & Wesson 642 is a relatively light pistol, weighing only 14.5 ounces. It's a great carry gun because of the enclosed hammer, its small size, and its low weight. It weighs a little under 1 pound and is loaded. Only the 38 Special of the 642 is available, and this handgun is also equipped with 38 unique Plus P bullets. You won't have any problem getting ammo for this rifle because many alternatives to 38 caliber ammo are available. A stainless steel or black finish is an option for this pistol. The Smith & Wesson 642 has a barrel length of 1 7/8 inches. With identical velocities and standard pressure ammunition choices, you will experience less recoil and muzzle flash and a more shootable round. The Smith & Wesson 642 has 5 rounds of 38 Special ammunition. The Colt Detective Special is the earliest example of a group of weapons known to gun enthusiasts as a snub-nosed revolver. It is a 6-shot, carbon steel frame, 2-inch barreled, double-action revolver. This style of the revolver, produced by Colt's manufacturing company, was designed to be a covert weapon used by police detectives, as the name Detective Special indicates. The Detective Special debuted in 1927 and was the first short-barreled revolver made with a contemporary swing-out frame. It was designed to be chambered for more powerful rounds, such as the 38 Special, which was thought to be a powerful caliber for a concealable pocket revolver at the time. The 2-inch barrel and 6-round cylinder are its standout characteristics. It is chambered for the 38 Special bullet. Since its introduction in 1899, the 38 caliber pistol cartridge has gained widespread popularity, particularly among law enforcement agencies. Colt first responded to these demands with the bigger Colt Police Positive Special revolver before modifying the design for a smaller size, leading to the Colt Detective Special. Both armed individuals and members of law enforcement have come to like carrying the Colt Detective Special. The Smith & Wesson J-frame revolvers have been known to have their customers' backs since 1950. These compact revolvers were created to fire full-power rounds and are as straightforward, user-friendly, and dependable as they are. The Smith & Wesson Model 637 Airweight is a double-action revolver that is perfect for concealed carry because of its streamlined, lightweight design. The 637 revolver's visible hammer allows you to cock the weapon for careful, accurate aim. The revolver is incredibly quick to deploy in tense situations thanks to double-action shooting because there is only one action to remember: pointing and pulling the trigger. The synthetic finger groove grips and ergonomic design of the pistol contribute to its natural pointability. They are built on Smith & Wesson's renowned J-frame. The Model 637 sports a 5-shot cylinder that can fire plus 38 Special ammo. When the revolver is carried close to the body, the stainless steel and alloy structure withstand corrosion brought on by humidity and sweat. Any self-defense situation may be handled with the Smith & Wesson 637 Airweight double-action revolver, which is lightweight, quick to deploy, and has plenty of ammunition. These handguns have been made with the same high standards of quality and dependability associated with Rossi for more than a century. Rossi provides medium and small frame revolvers with a range of barrel lengths for a secure grip and the most comfort when firing. All of these revolvers have deep, sculpted finger grooves in the grip. The Rossi R46-202 is a gorgeously crafted, high-quality stainless steel forged revolver with a 6-shot capacity that is excellent for self-defense. The typical medium-frame Snubby's iconic lines may be seen in the stainless steel R46-202. It sports a 2-inch barrel with a full-length underlug that shields the ejector rod from harm and adds weight forward, where it is most effective, to reduce recoil. The cylinder of the R46-202 is fastened into the frame at 2 locations and has a robust frame construction. When the cylinder is closed, a spring-loaded center pin first passes through and extends from the back of the ejector rod. The pin then moves into a notch in the recoil plate, which holds the cylinder. Additionally, a mortise in the frame is engaged by a spring-loaded stud on top of the cylinder crane. A revolver with an external hammer can be cocked for accurate single-action firing, even though it will probably be discharged in DA mode. The Taurus security system, another feature of the Rossi R46-202, enables the shooter to lock the hammer and trigger to to prevent uninvited fire. To do this, put a key, to provided, into the lock on the back of the hammer and turn it until you hear it click. The front sight of the R46-202 is a ramped blade, while the top strap has a square groove for rear sight. Simple, yes, but perfectly suited to the purposes of this revolver. They won't ever be thrown out of alignment either. Oh, and now is the best time to mention the bonus gun I had for you. It's called the Ruger LCRX 3-inch revolver, one of the smallest and most portable revolvers for personal defense. Furthermore, this portable 3-inch gun can do a surprising number of personal defense duties. That's a lot to say, but this revolver fulfills its promise by providing a superb blend of mobility, handling qualities, and power. Imagine a gun that can fit in your pocket and would not be obvious. Isn't that nice? That was the list of the best 7 guns you should own. Which one is your top pick? Please let us know in the comments below. Oh, and one more thing. Shoot the subscribe button you see down there. Always strap up a Rossi R46-202, as you might not know when you need it. I was hoping you wouldn't ask me why you might need it, but click the video that tells you which revolver will give you 110% accuracy.